What's poppin', fam? Welcome to Don't Touch My Mindset, a podcast that is designed to uplift, inspire, and motivate you, and most importantly, share tools to help you protect that mindset. What up, family? Yo, I am so excited to be here. Thrilled, feeling inspired, feeling connected to all of you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Season dropped last week. We are back with a brand new mindset. What up? What up, guys? I'm your host, Jay Chase. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Thank you for rocking with us. We've been on the move. We're still moving and grooving. We got merch that is rocking. You can get the merch at Hemp Righty right here in town in Columbia, Missouri. We're in the stores, yes. You can get the merch at hemprighty.com. Just go, and you can get all your CBD needs. Like, you know what I mean? Alcohol-free journey. Get your CBD needs to deal with the stress, anxiety, the other things that could cause you to go grab some alcohol when you're fighting to change your relationship with alcohol. So merch, you can also find it at don'ttouchmymindset.com, of course. And while you're there, share the show, share it with a friend, rate, review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Please, guys, come on, guys. And our discovery program is definitely up and live, so let's get that cracking. Yo, today's mindset, I'm happy to be back, dog. I'm happy to just be back giving you guys this work. As you know, season 4 is all about no more survival mode. And today's mindset is your superpower. We're going to uncover what your superpower is, discover that is, what the unique blend of you is and what you bring to the world, and how to leverage you in the world to meet all of your goals and dreams and make that a reality. I love you guys. Like I said, share the show. If anything resonates with you, rate, review. It all helps the show grow. I love you guys. Let's dive. I want to start off by saying to always be you, no matter what. Be you. Always. There's only one of you. It's the unique you. Nobody can be youer than you. Like Dr. Seuss said, just show up you. Show up naturally you. Always, man. Like, you don't gotta dummy down. You don't gotta shrink. You ain't gotta start talking and try and convince people who you are. Just start executing. Just start showing up you. Just start saying, this is me. Leave it or take it. This is how I come. This is how I grow. This is all I know. This is me. I'm going to be me fully. Like, it's okay to adapt, slow down, speed up for certain people around that you care for, but be you at the core. Like, and if you don't know who you are, discover you. Really do the work to understand, like, who I am and the value that I have within myself. It took me a while to get there, but I really have to understand, like, who I am and what I brought into this world, and that I'm only going to bring in value to the world if I show up me. I can't show up acting like somebody else. I can't show up trying to be somebody else. I can't show up wondering what other people think I'm doing in case it may look weird to somebody else because it's not their way of doing or it's not their way of being. Like, I have to be me, always. So, like, always, first and foremost, be you, always. And I want to tell you to go where you are celebrated. And as Kobe says, don't go where you're tolerated. Like, go where you're celebrated, not tolerated, because there's some people out there who would just tolerate a portion of you, that would just tolerate a piece of you, that only need you around for certain things so they can achieve and accomplish what they want to achieve. They want to use you to get to where they want to go. So go where you're celebrated. Go where you're celebrated, man. Go where you are celebrated naturally for naturally being you. All right, podcast over. The rest of it you got to pay for. No, but seriously, like, ask yourself, what do you do better than anybody else on this planet? Because that's probably your superpower, whatever it may be. Like, ask yourself and dig deep about it. And when you really think about, okay, like, I solve problems quick, well, I make good decisions for the team. You're a good decision maker. Own that. Own the truth. Don't be dishonest. Own the truth as you perceive it. Like, I'm a good decision maker. Sometimes I put decisions over people. Sometimes I put tasks over people and people's feelings. But we get the results at the end. Like, that's probably your superpower. You generate results naturally. Like me, I'm gonna share with you guys my superpower and Autumn's superpower and what I think Kobe's superpower is and Taylor's superpower, the team superpower. But like, even in car sales, like when I say go where you're celebrated naturally and your superpower, like naturally the person that I am celebrated in the car sales culture. Like, that's what we do. We're sociable people. We're energetic. We're inspiring. We want to motivate people to buy cars. We want to close sales. We want to do things. We want to bring connection, solve problems. Like, that's me. That's me. So I was always in environments that I was celebrated in, and that's something, but I had to find those environments, because sometimes I found myself in environments that didn't celebrate who I was naturally. Like, if I was trying to sell cars or sell IT programs the way I sold cars, it's not gonna work at an IT company. That personality is probably not celebrated there, right? And I want you to know that, like, everybody on this planet, in this world, has a superpower. Don't think you don't. Don't think you're not special. Don't think you ain't got nothing to bring. You got something that you do better than anybody else. So what is it? What is it that you bring to value of the world? Like, what is that? I'm asking you. I'm not telling you like exactly what it is, but that's something you got to dig deep on and know that everybody around you has their own superpower. There's a unique blend of you in every single person, not you, but them individually. Like, they have their own superpower. There's something that they do better than anybody else in the entire world. They just got to figure it out. There's some people who's operating in their superpowers, and there's some people who's operating in their limitations. Like, which one is it? I always say that there's three types of people. There's people who know what they like to do, and they do it. Those people are self-aware, they're aggressive, passionate, they want to grow, they're leaders, they know what they want in life and they go after it. Then you have the people who don't know what they want in life and they don't do it. Those people are confused and just lost, aimless, walk around, don't know what life has to bring. And then you have the people who know what they like to do and then don't do it. Like, those people are often frustrated, confused, they fall short of the results because they're not doing what they like to do. They don't have any dreams, goals, or aspirations to strive after. So when I say everybody has a superpower, know that somebody around you has a quality that they do better than anybody else on the entire planet and the entire world, that God has gifted them with that gift and that natural ability to do. Now, it's your job to offer your superpower to others. Because as we know who we are, we know who we're not. But we know where we can help as well. So it's my job to offer my superpower to others. It's my job to operate my superpower where other people may not have that superpower, right? And then the biggest one of that is to ask for help. When you're operating in your limitations, when you're operating outside of who you naturally are, when you're trying to do things that aren't in your realm of complexity or your realm of ease, you have to find people or processes to make that happen, right? So you gotta ask for help. Ask for somebody who's strong in that area. Ask for the help. Like, Adi, high air traffic controller, high C, like, very systematic, precise, very analytical, very cautious, right? Puts facts over feelings, but she allows me to slow down when I'm making decisions. When I'm looking at the big picture, she tells me the why and the how instead of just the what. And that's her superpower. Kobe, superpower is support. He's considerate. He sees the structure of it all, but he sees how everybody can benefit if it's done a certain way. I'll bring him an idea and he'll be like, cool, how does X benefit? How does Y benefit? How does Z benefit? And then what's the structure of it? Where do we pour energy into it? Let's be focused. He allows me to slow down. I surround myself with a lot of people who know their superpowers, know what they bring to the table, and where I'm not. And I'm okay with that. That's because I know who I am, right? And I want you to get to that. I need you to become that type of person to where you know who you are. Like, I need you to become that. Like, yeah, you can tap into the podcast, you can watch the videos, you can watch the interviews, this can resonate, that can resonate. You can take the flight assessment, you can dig deep and find out your superpowers as well. Yeah. So, like I said, what is it that you do better than anybody else on this entire planet? What is that one thing, right? And know that there are other people who do the things that you can do very, very well. Help where you can and ask for help where you need it, right? And with all this superpower talk, Of course, I got to throw it back to my man Spider-Man. But with great power comes great responsibility. So with the power to understand ourselves, the power to understand others, comes the responsibility to recognize situational needs. When to show up, how to show up, where to show up, who to show up with. You know, it's not that we get in our own way, it's that we get overwhelmed by the situation, right? Like, our strengths are only played and celebrated in environments that our personality is celebrated in, but our weaknesses are manufactured when our strengths are overused, right? So like, when I'm being inspiring, energetic, and uplifting, I can also be disorganized and care about approval and validation too much and lack the structure. Those are my limitations. That's where the air traffic control comes in. That's where Adi comes in. That's where Kobe comes in with the grounds crew. That's where Taylor comes in with the grounds crew. Like, those are them going to help me monitor my blind spots and my limitations, right? And then when I use my superpower to elevate my relationships all around me too. I can use my to elevate my business relationship, personal relationships, professional relationships, client relationships, coaching relationship. Like, I can use my superpower in all areas and all of my relationships. When I'm operating my that's why people love me. That's why people can handle me. It's because I operate in my superpower, and I need you to find out what yours is, right? And then develop that. Like yo, E.T. said it. Like Dr. Eric Thomas said it. Like, we get frustrated when our desires don't meet our development. So we have to develop into our desires. Like, keep grinding on who you are. Once you find out your superpower is, use it in focused bursts. Like, use it where it's needed. Don't just be free willy-nilly out here, flight attendant everywhere and only communicating with like a third of the world or a quarter of the world. Like, literally hone in on what your superpower is. Focus that energy, grow it, utilize it, make it special, and then be able to distribute that as needed. So like, we absolutely have to remember that development is key. Development is the answer. Once we figure it out, once we know that other people have it, development is key. We got to develop ourselves from the inside out, operating in our natural gifts and our natural superpowers. Look, man, I love you guys. Hopefully that this was helpful. Hopefully we were able to add a little bit more clarity, a little bit of direction, a little sense of purpose, and understand the pain a little bit better. Yo, thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for rocking with me. We are back next week with a brand new mindset. Please, if anything resonated from this episode, share it with a friend, post it on Instagram, follow the show at DJChase or at don'ttouchmymindset.com. Visit the website, DJChase.com or don'ttouchmymindset.com. Like, rock with us. We got some merch out. Go to hempriety.com or at hempriety. We got some merch. Just rock with the family. It's more than a podcast. It's turning into a movement. So I will see you next week. We got pivotal moments coming back. Super excited. Until then, until next week, and until next time, until next mindset, stay focused, stay inspired, stay connected, and please, 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 don't let anyone touch your mindset.